Minimalist Lighting Upgrades 2026, Cozy Living Room Design and Home Decor Ideas. When we step into the art of designing modern homes and living environments, one of the most transformative yet often overlooked elements is light. Lighting has evolved far beyond its simple function of visibility. It has become a form of architectural expression, an invisible brushstroke that defines mood, emotion, and spatial depth. In the living room, especially in 2026 and the years ahead, minimalist lighting stands at the forefront of interior design innovation. It shapes how we feel, how we move, and how we live within our personal sanctuaries. Today's design philosophy embraces the essence of less is more. It's a quiet luxury that values quality over quantity, comfort over clutter, and atmosphere over ornamentation. When we speak of minimalist lighting upgrades, we're not merely talking about bulbs and fixtures. We're talking about orchestrating harmony between natural and artificial light, between architecture and emotion. Every ray of light becomes a deliberate design choice, every shadow an opportunity to create depth and softness. Imagine entering a living room where the glow is gentle, the edges smooth, and every surface seems to breathe in the warm rhythm of the day. This is the magic of minimalist lighting. It removes distraction, inviting stillness and presence. The light doesn't demand attention, it gives attention, highlighting what truly matters: textures, materials, shapes, and the human experience within the space. In 2026, lighting design continues to evolve hand in hand with sustainability, technology, and personal well-being. The modern homeowner seeks comfort and calm in a world that moves faster than ever before. Lighting becomes a tool to slow time, to create pockets of tranquility, and to define the emotional tone of the home. Subtle recessed LEDs line the ceiling, blending invisibly with clean architectural lines. Their glow is uniform yet adjustable, adaptable to every moment, from a bright morning of coffee and conversation to a serene evening of rest and reflection. Energy efficiency is not just a practical choice, it's an ethical one. LED technology has matured, offering not only longevity, but also precision in color temperature. A warm white light can mimic the soft embrace of the sunset, wrapping the room in a golden calmness. Cool daylight tones, on the other hand, awaken focus and clarity, perfect for reading, working, or creating. This balance between warm and cool defines the versatility of the modern living space. Designers and homeowners alike now approach lighting as a layered experience. The first layer is natural light, captured and amplified through thoughtful architecture. Large windows, open floor plans, and reflective surfaces like polished wood or stone play their part. The second layer is ambient lighting, soft, diffused, and even, setting the emotional backdrop. The third layer is task lighting, purposeful and functional, illuminating specific areas such as reading corners or art displays. And the final layer, accent lighting, adds personality, directing focus toward what we love most: a textured wall, a plant, a sculpture, or even a memory. The materials that frame our light sources tell stories of their own. In 2026, matte black metals, brushed brass, and natural oak dominate the palette. These finishes speak of timeless craftsmanship while resonating with sustainable ideals. A slim, minimal floor lamp beside a linen sofa radiates understated elegance. Its thin silhouette doesn't compete with the room. It complements it, like a musical note that completes a melody. Minimalist lighting is not about the absence of decoration. It's about the presence of intention. Every beam, every reflection, every flicker has a role. A pendant lamp suspended above a coffee table becomes a modern sculpture. Its geometric shape, paired with a frosted glass shade, diffuses a soft warmth that invites conversation. Wall sconces cast a gentle arc of light that embraces the walls instead of dominating them. These are not just fixtures, they are experiences carefully placed to evoke emotion and balance. As homes become more intelligent, so too does lighting. Smart systems redefine convenience and creativity. A simple voice command or tap on a phone adjusts the ambience in seconds. Imagine transitioning from a vibrant morning glow to a soft amber dusk without lifting a finger. Light becomes responsive, listening to your rhythm, adapting to your mood, and harmonizing with your lifestyle. The living room transforms from a space you inhabit to a living entity that evolves with you. This seamless connection between design and technology highlights a deeper cultural shift. We're not seeking extravagance, we're seeking authenticity. Minimalist lighting speaks to this desire. It's the quiet confidence of a design that doesn't shout but whispers sophistication. It's a form of living art, functional, emotional, and deeply human. Natural light still reigns supreme. The dance between sunlight and shadow creates a dynamic beauty no artificial source can replicate. Sheer curtains filter daylight into soft waves, mirrors double its reach, and glass partitions allow it to flow through the home unobstructed. The result is an atmosphere of openness and breathability, a home that feels alive from dawn to dusk. In this era, lighting also becomes a reflection of mindfulness. It's not about filling the space with light, but about sculpting it. By dimming intensity, by choosing warmth, by balancing sources, we create spaces that nurture well-being. This is what modern living aspires to be, a balance between visual clarity and emotional calm. Minimalist lighting isn't a trend that fades, it's a language that continues to evolve. It honors simplicity, respects nature, and enhances the architecture of everyday life. It doesn't seek to impress, but to express. It captures what the heart desires most in a home: peace, comfort, and meaning. In the living room of tomorrow, light is not merely seen, it is felt. It becomes a silent companion to the moments that matter most: a laugh shared, a page turned, a quiet evening spent in reflection. And as we move deeper into 2026, one truth remains clear. Light is not decoration, it is design itself, the soul of modern architecture and the heartbeat of minimalist living. In the evolution of architectural and interior design, lighting has emerged as the quiet architect of emotion. Beyond furniture, beyond color palettes, it defines how a home feels. The living room, once a static gathering space, is now a living organism, an adaptive sanctuary that shifts in tone and rhythm throughout the day. Minimalist lighting transforms this evolution from a visual experience into a sensory one. It is the meeting point between technology and tranquility, between the human need for comfort and the designer's pursuit of precision. In 2026, designers no longer treat light as an afterthought, but as the foundation upon which the entire living experience is built. Each source of illumination plays a role in shaping the mood of the home. A well-placed recessed light creates structure, a pendant introduces rhythm, a lamp evokes intimacy. The result is an environment that feels curated yet effortless, natural yet intentional. The minimalist approach favors light that interacts with surfaces, textures, and colors, turning a plain wall into a soft canvas, a ceiling into a serene horizon. A critical component of this design philosophy is balance. The goal is not to fill every corner with light, but to give each corner meaning. Soft pools of illumination highlight personal areas while allowing the room to breathe with shadows. It's in these contrasts that emotion emerges. A dimly lit reading nook offers quiet retreat, while brighter zones near windows extend energy and openness. Designers in 2026 understand that human well-being depends on this dynamic play of brightness and calm. Technology now allows homeowners to achieve professional-grade lighting precision without complexity. Smart lighting ecosystems are not luxuries, they are essentials of modern living. Imagine a system that learns your daily rhythm, adjusting light color and intensity according to time, weather, or even your emotional state. Morning light emulates the cool clarity of sunrise to awaken the senses. Afternoon tones soften to a neutral white that enhances focus. As dusk falls, the system transitions to warm amber glows that invite relaxation and rest. The lighting becomes a partner in your wellness routine, aligning circadian rhythms and enhancing quality of life. The materials used in lighting design also reflect the sustainability values of the era. Fixtures crafted from recycled aluminum, bamboo, or glass demonstrate that environmental responsibility and elegance can coexist. The tactile beauty of natural materials contrasts with the precision of modern engineering, creating a poetic tension between nature and innovation. Each light source feels organic, designed not only to illuminate space, but also to honor the planet that sustains it. In the minimalist home, clutter is replaced with clarity. Light fixtures often merge seamlessly with architecture. Hidden tracks, recessed forms, or sculptural lines that feel like part of the structure itself. The boundaries between light and architecture dissolve. A ceiling doesn't simply hold a light, it becomes the light. Walls aren't just barriers, but reflectors that carry illumination through the space. This integration creates a fluid visual experience where every design element speaks to unity and purpose. Furniture and decor complement this philosophy. The minimalist living room in 2026 often features neutral tones, organic shapes, and subtle textures that respond beautifully to layered lighting. Soft fabrics like linen, buccal, or suede absorb light gently, creating warmth. Polished stone or glass surfaces, in contrast, reflect it delicately, introducing brightness and movement. The result is harmony, a dialogue between material and illumination that evolves throughout the day. Designers also emphasize emotional zoning. A living room is no longer a single, static space, but a collection of atmospheres. One area might glow with gentle side lighting for evening relaxation, while another is crisp and vibrant for social gatherings or work. The magic lies in transition, how light shifts naturally as the room's function changes. Dimmers and motion sensors contribute to this dynamic choreography, creating an environment that feels both intelligent and intuitive. The minimalist philosophy extends outdoors as well. Patio spaces, garden corners, and terraces become extensions of the living room. Here, light serves to blur the boundaries between interior and exterior. Subtle ground lamps highlight pathways. Warm uplighting accentuates the silhouettes of trees and plants. A single lantern on a wooden deck becomes a symbol of serenity. These outdoor lighting gestures connect nature to architecture, reminding us that simplicity is not emptiness, it is presence. As homeowners increasingly seek mindfulness in their environments, lighting becomes a form of self-expression. Some choose the clean symmetry of linear LEDs embedded in ceilings, others prefer the artisanal touch of handmade lamps with imperfect textures. Both approaches honor individuality within the minimalist ethos. The key lies in authenticity, selecting pieces that reflect personal values rather than fleeting trends. One of the defining characteristics of lighting design in 2026 is adaptability. The future of home decor is flexible, evolving alongside the people who live within it. A living room that hosts guests one evening may transform into a quiet retreat the next. Lighting is the silent enabler of this transformation. Through automation and design foresight, it empowers homeowners to shape their experience without effort. The glow changes, but the essence remains calm, cohesive, and contemporary. Even the concept of color and lighting has matured. Designers now speak not only of hue and tone, but of emotional resonance. Warm light invites connection. Cool light inspires focus. Neutral light restores balance. The interplay between these tones can subtly influence mood and behavior, creating homes that support both creativity and calm. In minimalist spaces where every design choice counts, this emotional intelligence of light defines success. Ultimately, minimalist lighting in 2026 is not about austerity, it's about freedom. The freedom to live in spaces that breathe, to experience architecture as emotion, and to find beauty in restraint. It is the art of doing more with less, of using technology to enhance rather than complicate, of letting light tell the story of space. In this philosophy, the home becomes a living sculpture, illuminated not by excess, but by intention. Every switch, every shadow, every gentle reflection becomes part of a larger narrative, a human desire to return to balance, clarity, and connection. This is the new language of design, a harmony between nature, technology, and emotion, spoken fluently through the minimalist light of 2026. As we move deeper into 2026 and beyond, lighting continues to redefine the essence of modern living. The minimalist home has become more than an aesthetic choice. It is a philosophy, a way of living that values calm, clarity, and connection. The living room, once a stage for decoration, now becomes an ecosystem of light and shadow, crafted with precision and emotion. Here, illumination doesn't simply fill space, it sculpts it. It traces the contours of walls, dances across furniture, and breathes life into every texture. The home becomes alive with rhythm, subtlety, and depth. In this new era, lighting acts as the bridge between architecture and nature. Designers understand that a truly modern home does not isolate its inhabitants from the outside world, it harmonizes with it. Daylight is treated as a living ingredient in design, changing tone and direction throughout the day, casting evolving moods across the interior. By allowing the sun's natural path to guide artificial lighting schemes, the home feels responsive, synchronized with the Earth's own rhythm. This relationship creates a living environment that nurtures both body and mind. At night, when natural light fades, technology takes over in the most delicate of ways. Soft, adaptive illumination continues the conversation started by the day. The living room glows with a warmth that feels organic, its layers of light shifting seamlessly from one mood to another. Here, recessed LEDs are complemented by sculptural pendants, their forms reduced to pure geometry, circles, lines, and spheres that appear to float in space. The shadows they cast are intentional, creating a poetic play between light and darkness. The future of lighting is also deeply tied to emotion. Designers are now creating what they call empathic light, illumination that responds to human behavior and feeling. It's not about brightness alone, it's about empathy. When someone enters a room, the lighting greets them softly, recognizing their presence without demanding attention. When evening arrives, it dims gently, inviting the body to relax. This intuitive interaction redefines comfort. The home no longer feels static, it feels alive, aware, and kind. The materials of lighting continue to evolve, embracing organic minimalism. Stone bases paired with linen shades, frosted glass paired with thin brass frames. Each piece tells a quiet story of craftsmanship. The tactile quality of these materials reminds us that technology and humanity must coexist. Even as smart lighting becomes ubiquitous, the human touch remains at its core. Every design decision, every curve and finish becomes a gesture of care. The minimalist home doesn't shout innovation, it whispers serenity. Outdoor spaces are equally integral to this narrative. The boundary between living room and garden is now nearly invisible. Sliding glass doors open to terraces bathed in low, golden light. Garden paths glow subtly under recessed ground fixtures. Pools shimmer with reflected moonlight, enhanced by underwater LEDs that mimic the natural movement of water. Lighting in these spaces is not just functional, it's experiential. It evokes peace, connection, and continuity between the built world and the natural one. This seamless transition between indoor and outdoor light also represents a cultural shift. We are returning to rhythm, to the natural pulse of the environment. Our homes are becoming sanctuaries that adapt to us, that listen, that breathe. In minimalist design, less becomes infinite. The absence of excess reveals abundance, the richness of light, the beauty of stillness, the luxury of space. At a deeper level, minimalist lighting reflects how we view the future. It embodies sustainability, responsibility, and mindfulness. Eco-friendly LEDs, motion sensors, and energy-efficient systems are now standard, not optional. Designers approach every fixture with the question, how can this serve both people and the planet? The result is a generation of lighting that endures, timeless in style, ethical in production, and effortless in use. This convergence of sustainability and aesthetics defines the modern home as a place of intelligence and empathy. Light has also become a language of identity. Every homeowner, every architect, every designer speaks it differently. Some prefer the purity of all-white illumination, where clarity reigns supreme. Others lean toward amber tones, creating cozy retreats that glow like candlelight. The minimalist movement allows for both. It does not impose, it adapts. The power lies in restraint, in understanding that the smallest adjustment can transform an entire atmosphere. As we envision the living rooms of tomorrow, we see more than furniture and walls. We see experiences shaped by light. A dimmed corner becomes a meditation space. A bright arc across a wall becomes a moment of inspiration. A flicker of warm reflection on polished concrete becomes art. This is the emotional dimension of design, the part that moves beyond visuals into memory, presence, and peace. In this landscape, lighting design becomes storytelling. Each element, a pendant, a lamp, a beam of sunlight, contributes to a narrative of calm sophistication. There's a sense of rhythm, as if the space itself breathes in light and exhales serenity. The modern home doesn't strive to impress, it invites you to feel. It speaks softly through the language of illumination, saying you are safe here, you are seen, you belong. Minimalist lighting at its core teaches us to see differently, to appreciate silence, to embrace simplicity, to notice the beauty in balance. It transforms the home from a structure into a living poem, a place where technology, architecture, and emotion converge. It is not just design, it is philosophy in motion. And so as we move forward into this age of thoughtful living, one truth endures. Light is not decoration, it is life itself. It shapes how we experience our surroundings, how we connect with one another, and how we find calm in the chaos of the world. The minimalist lighting of 2026 is not the end of a trend. It is the beginning of a new era of human-centered design. A reminder that in the right light, every space can become a sanctuary, and every moment can feel like home.